Oh,
And he is standing right in front of me, Mr. Bernard Dowling.
21 years, where's it gone? It's just absolutely flown away. So it just shows you that I must be enjoying it, else it wouldn't have flown away.
I mean, it's not rare for golfers to become superstars. You've become a superstar as a steward.
But that there again, that's a massive family to me. The players, and the caddies, and what have you, have been absolutely sensational for me. I mean, now all the big names. This has not been vain, but they know me by name, and thankfully I know them by name. But as I say, but also the biggest round of applause I can't say enough of is the spectators. The people have been absolutely awesome. They really are.
It must give you a kick though when the players get up walking onto the tee, and the first person they shake hands with is you.
Well, that's it. I mean, even yesterday when Tiger came up onto the tee, I remember 4 years ago when he came up and he said, "Bernard, lovely to see you again." He said, and we've also been talking about you at the breakfast table this morning. And I said, well, the only thing I can say about that, Tiger, I says, you can't have had much to talk about at breakfast. But there again, as I say again, yesterday, 4 years later, and what have you, he came up the steps and he said, great to see you again. I didn't know whether you would actually see you this time, but here you are. He says, you're an absolute gem of a man to know, and thanks ever so much.
Yeah, that's a hell of a tribute, isn't it?
Oh, wonderful. It really blows me away. I can't say any other words. It's wonderful.
Are you going to miss it?
Can't do anything else but miss it. But like everything else, all good things have to come to an end, and this is my end of the part. But as I say, I'm always a forward-looking person, and the things that I've got into now into a frame, because when I was up at the DP World, I knew I was going to finish then, and I went around quite a few of the players who I knew and what have you, and the caddies, and obviously you can't get emails for the players because it will go successfully, but as soon as it hits the office in the manager, it stops. So I thought, right, we'll do the next best thing, and I'll ask the caddies of the professionals, and I said, you know, do you mind if I keep in touch, you know, and it doesn't go sort of crash, boom, you know. So they said, of course, and I don't know what it's last, but now I think we've got to nearly 30.
Really?
Yeah, which is a wonderful privilege to know that they think that much of me. And well, of course, I feel so much about them anyway.
It's made it. I mean, what you've done over the last 21 years has made it that much easier for the different events to get volunteers, because it's a long day, isn't it? And it's a lot of work. I mean,
that's right. I mean, yesterday, for instance, I came in on the tee here at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and I walked off it at 20 to 6 last night. So 10 hours and 40 minutes.
On your feet as well.
All the time on my feet. But that's why I mean, people say, do you get paid for this? Do you get the flights? Do you get this, that, and the other? And I said, look, if you go into a dictionary and it says, what does it say for volunteer? And it says, I'm giving of your time free. That's what I have done, and I hope I've helped. Like I say, to the Dubai Desert Classic and the DP World and the Abu Dhabi one, and also without please, the Ladies Masters, which I did the first one of that as well. So it's been an absolutely wonderful time for me, and I can't thank them, everybody.
You might get a watch from Omega at the end of it.
Oh, I don't think so. No, I don't think I deserve that by any means. No. But whatever's happened now, I mean, it's gone way beyond my expectations, even what's happened here this dinner time. And I feel, as I say, that the adjectives I can only use is humble, privileged and proud, and that's all I can say.
What were some of the highlights that you'll look back on?
Well, I mean, there's so many I cannot think. Can't stop at really, because I remember early on in my career as a marshal, especially when we went down to the creek, which was another complete different happening down there. And you know, everybody, a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was superb. And Caracas, he came all over and he dressed up in the local costume and what have you when he won. And David Howell, he won in 13 under, so it can't be that bad down there. But then we came back up to the classic here, back at its own home. And I always remember 2001 when Tiger first came here. And that was a wonderful time because everybody came out in their absolute thousands. And I remember very much on the last day, I was out in the penultimate match with Ernie Els and Retief Gulsen. And we had 4 marshals, me and three more marshals, and they had 36 marshals and 3 bodyguards. So I said to them, being a true Yorkshireman, calling a spade, I said, believe you me, there's no chance that we can look after all this crowd with 4 people and you're there hanging about with 36. So I said, I want at least 8 of your people to go down the fairway and give us a hand so that we can then go up to the green and sort that out. So yes, they agreed with that, and that ran smoothly in that respect. But going back slightly in that, 1997 was another fantastic thing on my copy because I met the best and the most gentleman one could ever wish, and that was Sevillano Ballesteros. What a wonderful really everything ought to be around Sevi because he was such a nice chap, and it was really too early for him to pass away. And then we come up recently, 2005, when I went into I've been out with Sergio Garcia, and he had a wonderful morning with him on Pro-Am Day, and then we went in at dinner time, and the Chief Marshal said to me, Bernard, I want to see you after lunch. And I thought, this is trouble. So, and I thought, well,
it's been a shock,
that's it, we're away. So anyway, but I went in, and honestly, like I've unfortunately said in the article that Joe and Scotty have done a wonderful job, and they said it was just like the common selection committee, a curvature of all the 7 committee people, and there was 1 chair at the other side. And I thought, this is it, we're in for a penny, in for a pound, you know. So I said, what have I done wrong? And she said, whatever you think, get right out of your mind. She said, we've been going over the things that you've done and what have you, and we've looked at it, and 2 hours we've looked at 3 candidates, and we've come up with a unanimous decision to offer you the first 2 on the Desert Classic here. And she said, I'll leave you to see what you want, and if you agree to do it, then fine. I says, you don't have to ask anymore. It's everybody's dream to come up to the first tee and be so near. But that's not really the point of the job. It's looking and seeing so many thousands of people, spectators that come year on year and say, "Hi Bernie, nice to see you again." Until, as I say, last year was the pinnacle because a lady and gentleman from Copenhagen came, and they said, lovely to see you again, Bernard, it's wonderful. So I said, well, I'm sorry to have to say that I can't remember you. So she said, well, that's understandable because the last time I saw you was in 2001.
Good Lord.
So she says, so don't worry about it, but it's great to see you again. So as I say, I've had a wonderful roller coaster job here at the Desert Classic. And as I say, I only hope that I put my little bit in to make the Desert Classic one of the best in the world.
Well, you've certainly achieved that, and congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Very well done.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.